how to get Chegg answers for free. First, you want to copy your question from your exam or your homework, and then you just want to copy paste it on Google, and it will give you Chegg or Course Hero or whatever. Then when you click on it, it gives you the answer, but oh wait, you gotta pay 15 bucks for it. Hell nah. So what you want to do is you want to go on tetlacar.com and then go on the search bar and search Chegg. Then you click on the first link, which will bring you here, and you go all the way down and you go here. Now, this is when you enter your name, your email, and then copy paste the link of your Chegg website. So once again, you want to copy this website right here. It can be Course Hero or whatever source you want to use. Then you just want to submit the email, and after, let me show you what you receive. So after a few minutes or a few hours, they will send you the answer for free. Voila.
Have you ever noticed on a Mac that when you hit the volume button, it's either too little or too much? Did you know that if you hit Shift and Option and then the volume button, it moves it in intervals of 1/4? It's much easier if you're listening to music.
If you're struggling in biochem or scared about the class, I'm going to help you out. So you can see here I have my biochem grades pulled up. Like here would be the averages. This dot is my score. Exam 2, 95, 94, 96 on the final. So there was a few ways that I was able to do so well in the class. One is my teacher's PowerPoints. I would print them off and I would go over them before class, and I would write questions on the side, and like I would sit in the front row. I would be that annoying kid who, as they were giving lecture, I would ask questions. I would then record lecture, and once that was done, I would make sure to go through the lectures and literally handwrite everything that my professor said, so I had a really good understanding. I also used AK Lectures, which is a channel on YouTube that is the most amazing YouTube channel hands down. I showed it to some of my friends and it saved their grades and they started improving so much.
Alright, here's some companies that offer free or student discounts to their software. So I'm going to give a couple examples. Number 1, there's Notion, which is a note-taking app, super useful for productivity. Number 2, there's Airtable, which is basically like an intuitive Excel version. Number 3, it's Adobe with a $26 a month plan.
Could you be the one to call when I lose control?
If your school is doing classes through Zoom, you're gonna thank me because I found a website that goes to your Zoom classes for you. The website is called Beuler, B-E-U-L-R. You just make an account. Okay, so then you type in your classes, pick a color, and then you just paste your meeting ID and then your name as you want it to show up on the attendance for your class. And then you just put the days and the times that it goes, and then you can throw your computer out the window because you'll no longer need to go.
Small Business Tips Part 3. So I told you guys to use the Rollo printer to save money on ink because it doesn't use any. It's on Amazon for $170 and the labels are 20 bucks for 500. I was clueless 2 years ago and I was copying and pasting every single address. But you just have to connect your store to your shipping platform. It automatically puts all the addresses your customers already typed. And it prints really fast compared to a computer printer. It prints everything in like a minute and you don't have to pay for ink.
Study tips that would have helped me in college if I would have actually done them. If you're going to buy all black notebooks for all your classes, make sure to label them on the outside so you know which notebook belongs to what class. And don't be like me.
This is how to get discounts online shopping. Most Shopify store checkouts look the same. They have this discount code. Try out discount codes like save 10, save 15, save 20, or thank you 10, thank you 15, thank you 20, or sorry 10, sorry 15, sorry 20. The second thing you can do is leave an item in your cart, and then within a week, they'll email you with a discount code or with that item discounted.
What Gmail alternatives do you recommend for better privacy? The email service I use and recommend is ProtonMail. It's an encrypted email service based in Switzerland. It's open source and features end-to-end encryption, which means they have zero access to user data. Their primary data center is located under 1,000 meters of granite rock, which is heavily guarded and can survive a nuclear attack. They have been known to give up metadata in criminal cases. Since the emails were encrypted, the exact contents weren't revealed. Their agreement says not to be used for criminal activity, so don't be a criminal. Followed by Tutnoto, which I'll cover in a separate video. Crypto, out.
If you're a student at any level, you need to listen to me right now. I'm about to save your life. My department librarian told us about this semester, and I was so upset I hadn't had it my entire school career. It is a browser extension called Zotero, and what it does is help you organize and cite any sources that you're going to use in your papers. It's a little button that sits at the top of your browser, and if you are on a web page of something that you want to cite, you click it and it'll save it for you in a folder on your computer. Online news source, Google Scholar, your school's library website, any web page. And the real kicker is, when you're ready to make your works cited page, you go into that folder, you choose the format you want, and it'll make your works cited page for you. There are a couple other browser extensions like this, but Zotero is free. A lot of them are paid. This one's free. So download it and save some time.
So just a quick nursing school test taking tip that I've learned from being in nursing school and taking the test. If you get a question about what the nurse would do first and one of your answer choices has the word assess in it, that's probably going to be your answer because the nurse is always going to assess their patient first.
Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. Oh,
Tips for writing an amazing essay is going to impress all your teachers. I'm an English major, which means I have written a lot of essays. My cousin and my sister are always asking me for help, so here's what I tell them. First of all, what kind of essay you're writing? Argumentative, informative, compare and contrast? Something that I find helps you write in a style you're not comfortable in is looking up an essay in that style online and then reading it. It really helps you map out what you're going to do. Once you figure that out, you need to pick a topic. I'm sure your teacher's already given you some guidelines, but it helps to write something that you actually care about because that inspires ideas. Once you have a topic, person, whatever, come up with 3 subtopics. What I like to do and what I find works extremely is the 5-paragraph essay. Intro, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Easily knock out 2,000 words or more. With your topic, you need to come up with 3 ideas to write your body paragraphs about. Make sure to include those 3 ideas in your intro, in the order that you're writing it in. So if your first idea is how Abraham Lincoln is tall, and your second idea is how Abraham Lincoln is on, and your third idea is how he's a fashion queen, then write that in your thesis at the end of your intro in that order and write your essay like that. In your conclusion, just rewrite your intro and don't add any new information. Like and follow for more.
Alright, so I think one of the biggest questions that I've always been asked in terms of how to make connections, and here's one software that I guarantee will help you build connections, and this is called Lunch Club AI. And what you simply do is enter in some of your details and some people that you might be interested in meeting, and it actually just sets up the meetings for you. I'll kind of give you a sneak peek into the software, and this is how I get 2 meetings a week. So you obviously have a personal profile to talk a bit about what you do and what you're interested in, and after your profile, you simply click on weekly sign up. Once you're here, you simply sign up for a place that you want to meet. In this case, it would be a person from San Francisco. I'm based in Vancouver. The amount of meetings a week, you choose your slots, and then you talk about your objectives. And simply put, Lunch Club actually matches you up with someone. So that's how I meet brand new people 2 times a week at my own time. And it's been super useful in terms of growing my connections as a university student. And I would suggest that you sign up as well.
A little secret. This is how to get Plan B for $15. This ain't no fucking sponsorship. It's just a charity care thing. It's a 75% off coupon at every pharmacy. And I know. You're welcome.
By popular demand, here is how to find free money from the money you already have. Part 2. Once again, start by laying out your bills, but this time we are looking for what they call fancy serial numbers. Starting with low serial numbers. Anything under about 1,000 has a big value. This being 303 is worth about $89. Next up, we have the binary note. These are when serial numbers are made up of only 2 numbers. In this case, 7 and 2. This one's worth about $50. And here we have a repeater note. These are when the 4 digits are repeated twice. So here we have 0078, and then once again 0078. This one's worth about $10. Next up is the radar note. This reads the same in both directions, forward and backwards. These are pretty scarce, worth about 10 to 20 bucks. Next up is what they call a ladder note. Each number goes up by 1 perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ideally, if this was an 8, it would be a perfect ladder worth about $500. In this case, it's probably worth about 100. And last but not least, keep an eye out for solid serial numbers. These are extremely rare. This one being all solid ones is worth about $5,000. Be sure to like, comment, duet for a part 3.